Hang on, guys. I shall soon be on camera. Yes. Am I on camera now? Yeah, that's right. Well, there are two phrases, on camera and in camera. Do they mean the same? Or there is some difference? Or there is a great gulf of difference between these two phrases, English phrases? That's right. You have guessed right. There is a huge difference between these two phrases. One cannot be used in place of another. Say, on camera means being recorded. I'm on camera now, so I'm being recorded. All right? You have to disclose the truth on camera. You have to disclose the truth on camera. That means you have to disclose the truth on camera means you will be recorded. Your disclosure of the truth will be recorded. All right? Now, in camera. What does in camera mean? In camera simply means in private. Let's discuss this matter in camera, not in public. So this is the difference. The judges decided to talk about the probable verdict in camera, not in public, not in the courtroom, but in the chamber of the judges. All right, so today we are going to learn some words and idioms and phrases. These are mostly informal idioms, informal phrases. Why informal? Because these words and phrases are very seldom used in writing, and of course never used on a very formal occasion. Say you are delivering a speech from the stage. There is an august audience in front of you. You are not expected to use these words and phrases. So why should you learn? You should learn these words and phrases just because you have to use them in your conversation. When you have an English conversation with somebody, then you are likely to use these words and phrases. That's why they are informal mostly. And I shall request you to avoid using these words even when you are talking to the seniors or to the respectable people. But when you are having a very freewheeling chat with your friends or with the people of your age group, you are at liberty to use these words and phrases. And that's why you are required to learn these words and phrases and their meanings. There are 7 sentences here, as you can see very well. Please watch this video full screen so that you can make out what is written on the whiteboard. Otherwise, it will be difficult for you to read what is written here. But the meanings are not, of course, written here. I'm going to write very shortly. Very shortly means just I'm in course of my teaching. I shall write down the meanings of these words and phrases here. And while writing, I shall be spelling out the words and phrases very loudly so that you can note down in your diary or in your exercise book or your notebook. Look at number 1, sentence number 1. Finally, he threw in the towel. Finally, he threw in the towel. In one of my earlier videos, I gave you a phrase, I still remember it. That is, throw in the sponge. Do you remember the meaning? Throw in the sponge is a synonym of this phrase, throw in the towel. So I'm going to underline this phrase, this idiom. Threw in the towel. Threw in the towel. We have to learn the meaning of this idiom, this English idiom. It simply means finally he gave up and admitted defeat. Yes. So throw in the towel means to give up, give up, G-I-V, give up, U-P up, and admit, A-D-M-I-T, admit, defeat, D-E-F-E-A-T, defeat, admit, defeat. I have written this phrase in the present tense, but this sentence is in the past tense. So when you are writing the meaning of this entire sentence, you have to write, finally he gave up and admitted defeat. Okay? Make another sentence. We see that at the end of the game, at the end of the fight, the boxer threw in the towel. The boxer gave up and admitted defeat. Now move on to number 2, sentence number 2. She can turn up trumps. Yes, this is the idiom. Do you know the meaning of this idiom? Very likely. So please write down in the comment box so that I can read the sentence, I can read the meaning of this sentence or of this phrase in the comment box. And if there is any mistake, don't worry. There may be a mistake, that I will correct it and individually address your question. So let me underline this idiom. Turn up trumps. The meaning is very simple. She can turn up trumps means she can work unexpectedly well when things are difficult. There are some people who are ignored usually. Say in your family there is an ugly duckling. Ugly duckling means a person, a youngest member or somebody who is not much important at all. And so that particular member may turn up trumps, may work unexpectedly well when things are difficult. So turn up trumps means to work, W-O-R-K, work unexpectedly, U-N-E-X-P-E-C-T-E-D, unexpectedly, L-Y, well, W-E, double well, when, W-H-E-N, when, things, T-H-I-N-G-S, things are, A-R-E-R, difficult, D-I-F-F-I-C-U-L-T, difficult. Work unexpectedly well when things are difficult. In your team, there is a player who is not held in high esteem. People think that he is not so competent. But when the game is on, you see that while the big guns fail, that particular dark horse may turn up trumps. They work unexpectedly well when things are difficult. Yes. Let's move on to number 3. It's a turn up for the books. You understand which phrase is uncommon to you? Yeah. A turn up for the books. Let me underline this. A turn up for the books. What is the meaning of this? It is an unexpected event or surprising event. So this is a noun, a turn up for the books. And that's why the meaning is something unexpected or something surprising. In place of something surprising, you can say it's a turn up for the books. Let's make another example sentence. The victory of our team is a turn up for the books. People thought that we are going to be defeated by our opponent, but ultimately we have done so well that we have got the cup. We have won the match. So there, I must say, our victory in the game is a turn up for the books. Let me write down the meaning here of a turn up for the books. N-A-N-N, unexpected. U-N-E-X-P-E-C-T-E-D, unexpected, or surprising, S-U-R-P-R-I-S-I-N-G, surprising event, E-V-E-N-T, event, an unexpected or surprising event. The handwriting doesn't match what is written here. Why? Because it is written by somebody else. Somebody whose handwriting is at least legible, can be read. People can read the handwriting. And my handwriting is so very poor, so very measly, that it is very difficult perhaps for you to understand what I have written here. And for that reason only, I'm spelling the words out very loudly so that you can note down in your exercise book. Okay? So let's move on to number 4 now. You should not two-time your fiancé. Fiancé, most probably you know. Most probably. I'm sure you know the word, know the meaning of the word fiancé, because it is often used, frequently used. But the unknown word is two-time. Two-time. You know the meaning of two, you know the meaning of time. But when they are put together, two-time, then it is difficult for you to make out. Am I right? Yes. And what is the meaning of fiancé then? Fiancé, the spelling, follow the spelling. F-I-A-N-C-E-E, fiancé. What is the difference between F-I-A-N-C-E-E and F-I-A-N-C-E? Both are fiancé. This fiancé, double E, means a girlfriend, a lady love. And F-I-A-N-C-E, fiancé, means a boyfriend or a lover, a male lover. So you should not two-time your fiancé. You should not be unfaithful to your girlfriend, to your lady love. Yeah, two-time means to be unfaithful to somebody, or you may say to cheat on somebody. There is a phrase that is cheat on. Cheat on means the same as two-time. So let me write the meaning here. What is the meaning of this full sentence then? You should not two-time your fiancé. You should not be unfaithful to your girlfriend, to your lady love. What sort of you may be unfaithful in different ways, but in this two-time, what does it mean? This means, say you are in love with somebody, with a girl, and behind the knowledge of this girl, you are continuing another affair with another girl. So, your fiancé, your girlfriend, is being two-timed by you. That's right. So, two-time means to cheat, C-H-E-A-T, cheat on. And fiancé means lady love or girlfriend, G-I-R-L-F-R-I-E-N-D, girlfriend. To cheat on your girlfriend. Okay? So if that's a girl, then maybe I know she is two-timing her boyfriend. She is two-timing her boyfriend. But she has a parallel affair with somebody else. All right, let's move on to number 5. Have you got a handle on the machine? Have you got a handle on the machine? What's the meaning? I think you must have come across these words and phrases, informal words and phrases, in a movie, English movie, I mean, okay? There are so many English movies. When you watch those movies, you see they use a lot of informal terms, and it becomes difficult for you to get the hang of what they are saying. Get the hang of means to understand what they are saying. So it is also a similar one. To get a handle on. The phrase is to get a handle on. Here in the past tense, got a handle on. Have you got a handle on the machine? Have you understood the machine and can deal with it? To understand and deal with something. To have a handle on. There are some old people who don't have a handle on smartphones. They cannot deal with the smartphone because they do not understand technology. Okay? So this way you have to use this one. Get a handle on something. To get a handle on means understand, 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 and deal, DEAL, deal with. A situation with which you cannot handle, you fail to handle because you do not understand the situation well. So in that case, you may say, I'm sorry, I have not got a handle on the situation. I have not got a handle on the situation. That's right. Move on to number 6. Your body is a high makamak. High makamak. The high makamak, this is the English hyphenated English word, informal of course in nature. So I shall advise you to avoid the use of this particular word, or hyphenated word, when you are writing something very formal. Okay? But in spoken English, when you are talking to your friends and others, you may use this particular hyphenated word. And your body, what is the meaning of body? In many of my videos, I have told you the meaning, and in many of my videos, I address you as my buddies. Yeah, body means friend. So your body means your friend. Is a high makamak. It means it's a noun, okay? That's why there is this article here. High makamak simply means a self-important person. So your friend is a self-important person. What is the meaning of self-important? People generally do not give much importance to that man or to that person, but the person thinks that they are very important. Why I am using the pronoun they after person? Because person, this particular word person, does not define the gender. High makamak may be used in when you are talking about a girl or when you are talking about a boy or a man. So in both cases, high makamak may be used, and for that reason only, as I have addressed, as I have made the sentence with person as a subject, I have also used they, the pronoun. This is the recent development, grammatical development. All right. So your body means your friend. Here I write down friend. FRIEND, friend. And high makamak means self-important person. SELF, self-important. IMPORTANT, important, self-important person. PERSON. Your body means your friend. Is a high makamak means is a self-important person. Move on to number 7, and that is going to be the last last sentence for this particular session. There are 7 in total. This is just hogwash. What you say, man, I don't understand. It's pure hogwash. What's the meaning? Perhaps you understood. Yeah? If you understand the meaning of this particular word, please write down. Don't forget to write down in the comment box. So this is just a hogwash. Simply means this is just nonsense. This is just nonsense. So hogwash means nonsense. N-O-N-S-E-N-S-E. This is just nonsense. S-E-N-S-E. Nonsense. Don't talk hogwash. Don't talk nonsense. So, alright, these are the 7 sentences which you have learned today, and in these 7 sentences there are informal phrases, informal English phrases, idioms, and also some terms are there here which are not always informal, used also in writing, but mostly they are informal. Okay, so use them only when you are talking to somebody, preferably your friend or a person of your age group. Use this. Though I have seen people using these words and phrases everywhere. I have seen. But as I myself do not like that, I think that your vocabulary should be more decent when you are talking to the respectable people. I expect you, my dear friends, to avoid using these words and expressions when you are talking to a senior. Say you are talking to your teacher, you are talking to your senior relatives, you are talking to some dignitaries. Please avoid the use of these words and expressions. And do not use them just to assert your knowledge. There are some people who are very fond of using words which are not much common in order to gain importance. I'm not one of them, and for that reason only I'm telling you, we learn a language in order to express our thoughts. So if our thoughts are not capable of being understood, then why should we speak at all? So when you are talking to somebody, try to assess the wavelength of that person and then use words which are perhaps not so common, especially in India. I'm talking about the Indian people. All right. So we the Indians are not so much. We do not speak English always, and nor do we use a lot of informal phrases, idioms, and expressions when we talk. We learn English at schools, colleges, universities. So there we generally learn the formal words, formal idioms, and we are fond of using them only. But you may use this in order to improve your vocabulary. If you always use the cliched words, people, your listeners, will not like your speech. So change your existing vocabulary and try to use this kind of words and phrases when you are talking to your friends. All right. Now is the time for me to tell the same as I do at the end of every video, and that is, those of you who are not yet my subscribers, who are not our subscribers rather, are requested to subscribe to our channel. Please, if you do not subscribe, how is it possible for us to continue with this task? And if you have enjoyed this session, give me a like. I deserve, I think. And if you have found some flaw or loophole, then mention that in the comment box. And very naturally, I deserve a dislike. So you will give me a dislike. All right. See you then in the next video session. So long.